Okay guys, it's me Imad from Nelson Darwin ParkTech YouTube channel. So in this tutorial, we will learn about the holding tank or storage tank component within the multisim. As we know that in electronics and electrical sciences, we have a lot of projects and simulations in which we need a type of storage or liquid storage tank. So Multisim is offering us a very simple component, that is the holding tank, for to perform this action. So you can see that we have an option of place advanced peripherals. So just click on it, and here we can have conveyor belt, holding tank indicator, and traffic lights, etc. So we will click on holding tank and press OK. So this is our holding tank. Now we need to go to view and zoom in so that we can see it properly. Okay, now you must know that we have around 7 pins associated with this tank, that is forward, reverse, stop, flow, and then sensor, target, and empty. Empty will give us 1 logic or 5 volt on this pin when the tank is totally empty. Target will give us a logic 1 or 5 volt when predefined target is set and we just got that target. Then what about sensor? Sensor pin will give us 0 to 5 volt or in between 0 to 5 volt. Like if the tank is totally full, it will give us 5 volt. When the tank is totally empty, it will give us 0 volt. When it is half or it is having filled up to its half of capacity, then it will give us around 2.5 or like that. Okay, so with the help of this sensor pin we can get some analog voltages. Then flow is for to adjust the flow rate. Okay, we have option of flow rate, and here it is rated at 1, but we will change it now. Now forward, reverse, and stop pins. Forward pin is used for to move the fluid to the tank or to the direction of the tank to fill the tank. And what about reverse pin? It will just take the liquid out of the tank. Okay, and stop pin will stop all sort of activities, rather ingoing fluid or outcoming fluid. So this is okay, but we will learn by starting experiments. So we will go for our switches. So we will take our switches. So this is switch number 1, and this is switch number 2, and this is switch number 3. Okay, now one more thing to be mentioned, that you all need to okay then we all need to connect these pins one side with one another and will give 5 volt DC to all these pins. So power sources and DC power. So we will connect it like that. So it's like this one, and we need to select 5 volt here rather than some more voltages because it can be harmful for our component. So we will take our ground pin and we will connect it with that like that. Okay, then so this one. Okay, now we will connect forward with this, reverse with this, and stop with this. Okay, now we will run it, but before running we will change its properties, like tank volume must not be more than 5. Okay, and or even if it is 4, still it is much more. Okay, so maximum flow rate must be 20 liter. I'm just adjusting these values because our simulation will run in milliseconds. Okay, so it is not just like the real time. Okay, so it will run in like milliseconds, so that's why we have to adjust these values. Okay, so 5 volt. Okay, so now also we need to take one multimeter to connect it with the sensor, and then ground to connect it with the other side of the multimeter. We will double click on it. We will, it's okay now it's okay. So okay, now we need to run it. Okay, first we will start turning on our liquid to move to the tank. So actually this one is pump. Okay, this is pump, which is capsule like thing. It is just sending fluid to the tank. So we will run it. Okay, now, but still we got a huge thing, like a 4 liter is very much huge thing, because our simulation is in milliseconds. So that's why we have to decrease the maximum capacity. Okay, now you can see that our tank is going to filled up. Okay, we also need to move, or we also need to see the voltages on the what's called as the multimeter, because sensor is giving us indications that our tank is filling up. Okay, so we got around 20% of the tank is filled up. Okay, okay, now it will take a bit of time. Now we will do one thing. We will stop it. Okay, now you can see that we have stopped it. Okay, now we need to reverse the process. Okay, now we will click on reverse. Now you can see that the readings on the multimeter also decaying a bit with the passage of time, because our tank's volume is gradually decreasing. Okay, now we can see that all of our tank is like it's like totally empty. So you can simulate all this component like this. So you hopefully you got a bit of concept regarding the simulation of this holding our storage liquid storage tank within the multisim. So thanks for visiting our channel.